Have you ever had one of those days where everything, and I mean everything, just seems to click into place? Or on the flip side, one of those days where you just can't seem to catch a break? Well, we're about to dig into the idea that this might not be a coincidence at all.
Right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. One minute you're hitting every green light, your coffee tastes amazing, and you're just cruising through your day. And then other days, you spill that coffee, you're late, and every single thing feels like an uphill battle. What if that momentum, for better or for worse, isn't just random luck?
According to the teachings of Esther and Jerry Hicks, who channel a collective consciousness they call Abraham, this isn't some kind of magical thinking. It's a fundamental law of the universe. The whole idea is that your thoughts, and even more importantly, your emotions, are real, actual vibrations that you're sending out. And the universe, well, it's just matching them, impersonally, consistently.
And this quote right here, this really gets to the heart of it all. That which is like unto itself is drawn. In other words, whatever energy you're putting out there is exactly what you're going to get back. It's kind of like a universal echo. This is the core principle we're going to be unpacking today.
But here's the thing. The law of attraction is really just the beginning. It's actually just one piece of a really powerful three-part system that explains how our reality gets shaped. So let's break that down.
So first up, you've got the law of attraction. Like attracts like. We just covered that one. Second, there's the science of deliberate creation. This is where you get to actively and consciously choose your thoughts. And then there's the third, the art of allowing, which is all about, just letting go of resistance so the good stuff can finally flow to you.
And honestly, this third law, it's the real game changer. You can want something with all your heart, right? But if you're also secretly filled with doubt or worry or fear that you're not going to get it, you're basically creating static or resistance. The art of allowing is the practice of just letting go of all that negativity, clearing the path so your desires can actually find you. It's about getting out of your own way.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? I mean, how do you know if you're clearing the path or just blocking it with more stuff? Well, turns out you came equipped with a pretty sophisticated built-in tool for that.
So yeah, how do you know if you're in that state of allowing or if you're resisting? It's actually way simpler than you might think. You don't have to overanalyze every single thought that pops into your head. All you have to do is check in with how you're feeling.
See, your emotions are direct feedback. Think of them as your very own personal GPS. They are constantly, in every moment, telling you whether you're pointed in the direction of what you want, your desires, or if you're pointed in the direction of what you don't want. They're the ultimate indicator of your vibrational alignment.
Now, what's really cool is how this plays out in real time. Take a look at this emotional scale. Up at the top, in that high vibration zone, you've got feelings like joy, appreciation, love, empowerment. When you feel those, that's your GPS basically screaming, yes, you're in alignment, keep going. But when you drift down to the bottom, where you find frustration, worry, anger, fear, that's just your indicator telling you you're in a state of resistance. It's a signal, that's all.
And this part is absolutely crucial. You don't have to make some massive leap. If you're feeling deep in fear, trying to force yourself to feel joy is pretty much impossible, right? It just creates more frustration. The real, practical work here is to just reach for a thought that feels a tiny bit better. Maybe from fear to anger, which is actually a step up. From anger to frustration, from frustration to hope. It's all about gradually climbing that emotional ladder, one thought at a time.
So, if your desires are out there, where are they? This brings us to a really fascinating concept from Abraham-Hicks called the Vortex. It's this idea of a place where everything you've ever wanted is just waiting for you.
So the teaching goes like this. Every time you have a desire, big or small, it's instantly created on a vibrational level. It gets held in this non-physical reality, this vortex, and it's perfected by what they call source energy. That's the universal energy that creates worlds. So in a very real way, everything you want already exists. Now this is a massive paradigm shift. It means your job isn't to struggle and strive and make things happen. Your only job is to manage your own vibration, using that emotional GPS we talked about, so that you become a match to the desire that's already waiting for you in the vortex. You don't have to chase it, you just have to align with it.
So how do you get into alignment? How do you get in the vortex, as they say? Well, it's all about practicing things that raise your vibration. Meditation, for example, quiets those resistant thoughts. Practicing appreciation literally forces you to focus on what's already good in your life. And deliberately doing things that bring you joy, that puts you in that perfect, receptive, allowing state. The short version? The work is to feel good.
Okay, So let's bring all of this together now. Because when you really start to understand these laws and these tools, you begin to shift your entire perspective on life and, more importantly, your role in it.
And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. You are not just a passenger in your life, subject to whatever random circumstances come your way. You are the focal point of your own reality. You are the deliberate creator of your own experience. And by managing your thoughts, paying attention to your emotions, and practicing that art of allowing, you can consciously align with the life you truly want to live.
So as we wrap up, I'll just leave you with this one question. It doesn't have to be anything massive, okay? Maybe it's just a feeling of ease during a really busy day, or a pleasant conversation with someone, or hey, maybe just finding a fantastic parking spot. By focusing your intention, what is one thing you will deliberately create today?